Coming to you live from Jaybird Street, it's the Early Bird Hour on W.I.N.G. with Koo Foo, bringing you today's news and weather. And now your host, Koo Foo.
You're listening to 101.8 W.I.N.G. Good morning to all you listeners out there. That is, if we have any more listeners. I'm Koo Foo, bringing you the news and weather on the Early Bird Hour. Today's broadcast is brought to you by Maggot Munch, the crunch and munch of those tasty maggots. Today's forecast calls for some high winds in the east. Some mist coming in. Something is brewing and about to begin. Can't put my finger on what lies in store, but I fear what's to happen all happened before. That's some very specific weather. Now for today's top story. Luckl-Duckl Bird, W.I.N.G's former commercial announcer and writer, has been fired from his popular show Don't Be a Dodo at Grizzle Ingrid's station K.L.A.W. And the reason behind firing her number one star? That's what we're here to discuss in our exclusive interview with Luckl-Duckl Bird. Good morning, Luckl, and welcome to the program.
Thanks, Koo Foo.
I'm glad you could join us this morning.
Well, to be honest, I'm doing this as protest against Grizzle and her radio station, also because my Auntie Franny asked me to do so.
Listeners, just to clarify, Auntie Franny is known as our programming director, Frances Birdling, aunt to Luckl.
Not blood-related, though. And Koo Foo, can you just talk to me like you would any other day? We've known each other for years.
Of course. You're not only a guest, but your family. Now, what's all this about supporting birds interacting with humans?
Wait, what?
Have you been talking with humans, Luckl? Be real. Be honest.
Be real? Koo Foo,
What does the Bird Union Council have to say about this?
Well, they haven't...
Does any of this have connections to Mr. Swallowstone's banishment due to talking to humans?
Listen up, Dead Eyes. I did not come here to be harassed on the air by you.
Koo Foo, what are you doing?
Franny, I'm being interrogated.
I am terribly sorry. It's award season, and I thought this would get me nominated for a Poultry Award in journalism. Also, my breakfast isn't sitting too well with me. I apologize.
It's fine.
Let's pick up from the top.
Now then, Luckl, why were you let go from K.L.A.W.?
Well, my show, Don't Be a Dodo, was known for pulling pranks and silly games. It was reaching a wide audience and putting Grizzle's station at number one. But at one point, she wanted to shift the layout of the series and turn it into more of a talk radio session. Kind of like how K.L.A.W has his discussion panel, Foul Mouth, here, which I prank called once for our show.
And what topics did Grizzle have you discuss?
Well, she had me push the topic on the evils of humans, but there's more to it, you know. She had a unfortunate past, Grizzle did, as a pet to humans. And then she was abandoned, so she says. Now, she has it out for them, but in my case, I've had positive experiences when faced with a human. Now, I'm not saying we need to bridge the gap on birds and humans interacting. Some birds, are just like some humans, mean-spirited. But we do coexist in the same world. Some prefer the consumer bird lifestyle, while others enjoy the provider bird lifestyle, so...
I see. And to clarify for our listeners, the consumer birds are usually domesticated pets to humans who upkeep the Bird Union Code. Same goes for the provider birds, who are not domesticated and provide for themselves. Rogue birds, on the other wing, are still attempting to sway birds into leaving the Bird Union and start a new revolution, as they put it, and become the dominant species. Luckl, do you think Grizzle is a rogue bird?
I wouldn't want to put labels on her, but I know Grizzle and the Bird Union Council's head elder Ruffleton Potsowitz are close. Their views are extremely different, but I'm sure the council wouldn't associate with her if she was.
Interesting.
Now, while at K.L.A.W., Grizzle wouldn't let me think for myself or express my own opinions on the air. She's very controlling when it comes to that. And I get it, when she has a vision, you have to stick with it. And if, you have a vision of what your station is meant to be, but she would just get so angry. Sure, we're all entitled to our own opinion. Doesn't mean we have to agree with them. If someone feels a certain way about a certain topic, then let them feel that way and be done with it. We need to stop trying to constantly change everyone's minds to think the same. If we all had the same thoughts, there would be no creativity in the world. We would never get to experience something new or continue inventing and progressing. We'd fall flat and die off just like that. Look at what we birds have built so far. We're doing our own radio shows, for Duff's sakes, and who knows what's next. Grizzle would rather we live in fear and conform than continue into progress.
So you've completely ended your professional relationship with Grizzle Ingrid.
Indeed. I have no interest in joining her human-hating agenda. For those that do, though, that's their way of thinking. Everyone needs to use their bird brains and think for themselves. And when we know something is wrong, we must stand up for what we believe in and stay strong. You can't change someone's mind by force. Change has to come from within, as they say. And in the end, we're all in the same boat. It's best not to make waves. As our motto goes, we are birds of a feather, and we must flock together.
Wow, Luckl. That was very...
Koo Foo, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. That was a wonderful speech, Luckl.
It made you vomit.
It was a good vomit.
Can we get someone in here to help him, please?
Oh, I'll be fine, Luckl. I'm... Oh, it's a... You want to talk evil. It's whatever's going on inside of me. Get out of me!
Oh. And coming out of you. Oh, come on, Koo Foo.
I've got him. Dylan, get some rags and a bucket to clean this up.
You're making me clean up the Koo Foo puke? I'm not a janitor. Forget it. I don't get paid enough for this.
You're an unpaid intern.
Shut up, Dodo! Oh, and good to see you. Francis, I will not clean... No, not done. I'll get some rags.
Wait. The maggot munch segment. Luckl, could you do it?
Oh, Koo Foo, I don't know if I... Okay, I'll do it. A maggot munch, have for lunch. They crunch, 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 so munch, munch, munch. Buy a whole bunch of maggot munch. Now what?
Could you finish Koo Foo's news report?
Can't you just go to Aaron Herron at the National Avian News Center?
Aaron is still on, suspension after the Regal Eagle election report.
Oh, right. He drank a lot of that Berry Buzz Blast.
Berry Buzz Blast! Berry Buzz Blast. It's the new berry soft drink that will blast your taste buds and take you to new heights. Berry Buzz Blast is the only bird drink that has berries, buzz, and blast. Once you pop that can's top, you won't want to stop drinking Berry Buzz Blast. Made from real berries, real buzz, real blast. What makes it so good? It's because the berries are fermented. That's right. Berry Buzz Blast, official sponsor of the Regal Eagle presidential election.
What was that?
That tends to happen when you say that product's name. Luckl, please help. Finish the news report.
Oh, no, I'm not getting wrapped into all this. What would Mr. Chicker say? He fired me, remember?
He's not even here. Just cover for Koo Foo and I'll explain it all to Chicker. Now go.
Fine. All right. Okay. Ew, it's wet. Okay, I'll just put this there. Well, in today's weather, it looks like it says there's a chance of, whatever this puke-ridden piece of paper says. I just can't. Francis, can you?
Oh, sweet doves
going
above
on here?
Oh, I crashed into the booth again.
Giblets? Seriously? Use the door.
Oopsie poopsie.
Oh.
Well, hey, Luckl.
Hey, Giblets. Long time no see. Mostly because you're always behind the walls.
You know him?
Yeah, I met Giblets a while back when Kesmo got stuck in the crawl space.
Why was Kesmo in the crawl space?
It's called a crawl space, and he wanted to test it out. Isn't crawl space a funny word? Crawl space. Crawl space.
Crawl space. Yeah, crawl space.
Crawl space. Crawl space. Try it, Franny.
Crawl space? No, guys, stop.
Crawl space.
Luckl?
Oh, guys, the ratings meter is going nuts. Thanks to Luckl.
Really?
I'm sure it's just busted.
Trust me, I've been here the past couple of months, and this thing never made it past 20%.
What is going on? Why is Luckl in here? on the air?
Hi, Kal-L. Bet you never expect to see me back in here, huh?
Enough of this. There has been too much chatter going on in this booth lately, especially while we're on the air. No wonder we're losing ratings. Our audiences have been listening to what's going on behind the scenes rather than our actual show.
If we can keep a show on the air.
Francis, they don't want to hear everyone spewing their petty drama. They want to hear hot topics, news, weather, shows, commercials, interviews, music, dramas that are scripted. The fact that your drama leaks its way onto the airwaves is completely unprofessional.
And the ratings meter has just dropped to 20% again.
Listen, Dodo, don't think you're going to waltz right back in here and bump me out of my show again. I will not be put back as this station's janitor.
You're spewing your petty little drama on the air, Kal-L.
Speaking of spewing, Kal-L, you know where the mop and pail are kept. Could you be a dear and grab them to clean up this mess?
Gladly.
Well, listeners, Luckl-Duckl Bird here. It seems there's a stomach bug going around the station or something. I'll stick around to help out my feathered friends. Until then, let's,
Oh, the ratings meter is going up! The audience loves you, Luckl.
Oh?
No, Luckl is not here to save the day.
Kal-L, your show got the highest ratings when Luckl called in.
That's a load of crock.
It's true. Luckl announced on his show that he would be calling your show and for others to tune in to hear the prank call. The listeners loved it. Plus, it gained you a little more publicity.
Well, that's nice.
Francis, I think I fixed a problem that's been occurring with the radio feed shorting out. Your wires and doodads should be back in order. Hey, Kal-L, do me a favor and throw that bottom doodad up on the panel. That'll get you clearer going out signal.
You'll have to be more specific about which doodad you want me to throw.
That one.
Yeah?
Not that one, Powder Puff. The other.
This one. You got me electrocuted again.
Ain't it a trip?
Get down here and do it yourself, you lazy goose.
Blow it out, you reg hole.
Ooh, Giblets, you're gonna get us fined with the FCC.
What's the FCC?
The Feathered Censorship Committee. Duh.
Well, listeners, you heard it here. Kal-L was just foul-mouthed by Giblets, the technician. Now then, since my interview with Koo Foo was cut short, call in and you can ask me any questions you may have about the K.L.A.W fiasco.
Whoa! Would you look at that? I may be hanging upside down with my leg caught in these wires.
How specifically descriptive.
But look, if I'm holding this ratings meter right, yup, it's going nuts. I'm guessing it's because of Mr. Luckl-Duckl here.
That's impossible.
Exactly. Impossible.
You're not kidding. The meter is going off the chart.
No. The birds aren't going to perk up the moment they hear Luckle's voice hit the airwaves.
Oh, the ratings just went down.
Ha ha, very funny.
No, it's true.
Oh, I'm sure it's just listeners tuning in to find a station.
Nope, the meter's going crazy again.
What? Wow.
Oh, this is ridiculous. Absolute nonsense. This has to be another one of those don't be a dodo pranks Luckl keeps playing. Because of your little pranks, we have a turkey in the regal eagle position for president.
It dropped again.
All right, let's test this out. Luckl-Duckl Bird here.
It just went up again.
And Kal-L.
Down again.
Oh, flock off.
Owl, language. The FCC will...
Well, what? What? No one's even listening for me to offend.
Luckl, keep going.
Oh, listeners, as I said before, call in with...
Ratings are going up.
Stop that.
Ratings down.
I'd be happy to talk about...
Ratings are up.
No one wants to hear.
And ratings are down.
Ugh, I'm leaving.
Kal-L, the ratings meter hasn't moved. The listeners must know you didn't leave the booth.
That's it. Now I'm mad.
I know this must be, oh, sweet doves of, must
Oh, and he's hanging upside down.
Don't mind me. I'll just be hanging around upside down with my feeties wrapped up in these cables and oh God. I hate growing up again.
This is disgusting.
Oh, Francis, I'm sure your mummy threw up in your mouth when you were a hatchling. I still regurgitate. It's natural. Now then, it's time for foul mouth. Move.
Someone cut down giblets from the ceiling.
Just don't cut
Here,
where
I got it.
Ow! Oh God! Oh!
We need more buckets!
Oh God! It's everywhere.
Welcome to another edition of Foul Mouth, a discussion panel on today's hot topics. I am the great horned owl Luther von Tawny Burrows Owl III. My delightful co-workers refer to me as Foul Owl, and it has slowly become my radio pseudonym. Today we will be discussing the hot button issue. Is a hot dog a sandwich? I will be taking calls to talk about the subject.
Is a hot dog a sandwich? What happened to discussing political views?
It's a hot button topic, Luckl. Just... Oh dear.
No one looked. Foul Owl's just regurgitating.
No, you fool! I'm dying! This is it! I'm getting out my bird call!
Foul Owl, you're sick.
No! I refuse!
Come on.
I shan't be sick! Why me? I don't want to get sick! Not me! Not Luther von Tawny!
Wow, he can't even make it through his own name without making himself sick.
Here's Corey Bustard with the good sport.
I'm Corey Bustard, and you're listening to The Good Sport. Today was the Albatross Speed Skating Tournament. It was something remarkable. These Albatross are skating on ice. They begin their icy race, and oh, there's a massive crack in the ice, and oh, the crack has formed a giant hole in the ice. One by one, the Albatross are falling into the giant ice hole. And what's this? The ice is melting. My goodness, the ice is melting, and the pond is turning into water. That's going to cost them the race. But what's this? Now it's a swimming competition. Sweet doves above, these birds just don't give up, skates and all. And it looks like skater, or should I say swimmer 42 is in the lead, and it looks like, ooh yes, could it be? Swimmer 42 has won the race. I guess that's what happens when you attempt freezing a pond in the middle of summer. In the meantime, I'm attempting to get through this report without blowing bird chunks. That's right, bird chunks. But I am certain I'll be the loser in this game. I will be blowing bird chunks any minute now. Here's the wind-up, the breath, the gag, and what a blow, what a blow. And it seems I'm going for extra points. Back to you in the studio, Francis. Oh!
That was Corey Bustard with the good sport and commercial.
Once again, this broadcast is brought to you by Maggot Munch. Ham for lunch. They crunch, crunch, crunch. So munch, munch, munch.
No, stop everything.
Mr. Chicker.
We've got protesters outside. Lots of protesters. Do not, I repeat, do not do the Maggot Munch commercial anymore.
Mr. Chicker, I'm sorry. I was just trying to help Francis. Koo Foo got sick, then Giblets and Dylan and K.L.A.W.
I know. Look, I just got out of a meeting with Lord Fiberberg. A massive recall has been made for the snack food Maggot Munch. But the worst of it is we're being held responsible.
What? Why?
Apparently, it was reported here on our station during the Consumer Report segment months ago.
I don't remember that being reported. Are you sure, Mr. Chicker?
Here's the tape. How do I play this?
Here.
And now I'm turning you over to our own spec with our Consumer Report segment.
Thank you, Koo Foo. And now for Consumer Reports with me, Spec.
No clue what you said. I'll be right back. Canary can't even talk and swallow some, put them on the air.
Today we will be talking about Maggot Munch. Sure, it's one of our station's biggest sponsors, but we need to tell the truth. The popular snack is under scrutiny for leaving thousands of birds sick. A test indicates that the maggots being used for the food have been fed contaminated nectar. Once they are baked in, it causes an acidic eruption from the maggots, leaving acid to tear the lining of the stomachs, which is painful. It could even lead to death, and that's not good. Maggot Munch is a big old no-no and should be banned.
Oh, thank you, Speck, for whatever you said.
No. Thank you, Koo Foo.
And now another word from our sponsors, Kitty Bee.
Oh my goodness.
Exactly. I can't believe it.
You all have no idea what Speck said, do you?
Not in the slightest.
That's funny, because I do.
That's right. You're fluent in Canary. Tell us what he's saying, Luckl.
Well, no.
No. Luckl.
Luckl, lives are at stake. The sponsorship is at stake. The station is at stake. I'm craving steak.
Chigger, I'll gladly help you guys if you do one thing for me.
Fine. I can't believe you're going to make me do this on the air. You can have your old job back. Now just tell us what to...
That's not it. Drop your charges against Speck for his little blow-up and get him released from the jailbird aviaries. While you're doing that, I'll broadcast what he said.
But he's a pyromaniac. He blew up my office. He destroyed your chance at your own show. Speck is nothing but a menace.
But he's our menace. I'm sure Speck has had time to cool down. Now, I'll report what Speck was trying to say, okay?
Also, Mr. Chicker, if we're not playing the Maggot Munch commercials, that means we're out of sponsorship. Maggot Munch was the only one left. Does that mean we're shutting down?
It means that Franny be the amazing programming director you always have been. Get new sponsors and say your station is anti-Maggot Munch. Once you have the sponsor's name and description, I'll have a new jingle for you in no time. Where's the keyboard and I can whip up a tune?
We had to sell the piano keyboard to pay off some other debts for the station.
Maybe we shouldn't be broadcasting this very private business information on the airwaves.
Why worry now? They've heard everything else. Luckl, do you think you can make the current Maggot Munch jingle work for the other sponsors?
I can try.
I'm on my way to the jailbird aviaries. I'll get Speck and we'll... cock-a-doodle barf. I'll just give him a call about dropping the charges. Phew, the pain is unreal.
Oh, Mr. Chicker, not you too.
What's up, dudes?
Kesmo?
Luckl? You're in the booth? You're on the air? Are you pranking us right now? Are you really here?
No, Kesmo, I'm really here. Ow, don't pinch me!
Sorry. Had to see if you were real.
Let me guess. Casmo is back to eating catnip.
That is the last thing you need to worry about, Chicker. Now make that phone call. Luckl, go ahead.
All right, listeners, I know at this point in the broadcast you would be listening to Kesmo's music show, Flock and Rock, but there's a crisis at W.I.N.G. As W.I.N.G's manager, Mr. Chicker, said moments ago, they can no longer broadcast the commercial for Maggot Munch. Why? Well, about months ago, I think, in a previous broadcast, our previous boss, Mr. Eugene Swallowstone, may he rest in peace, allowed my dear adopted canary brother Speck to do a report on Consumer Reports. Now, Mr. Swallowstone was unaware of how dire the report was, and Speck speaks Canary, which is a birdling language that very few know. So, myself being one of the few that can understand Speck, he was trying to explain that Maggot Munch needs to be recalled immediately due to leaving thousands of birds sick. Their testing showed that the maggots being used had been fed contaminated nectar. Once the maggots are baked, it causes an acidic eruption from the maggots, causing the acid to tear the lining of our stomachs. It seems that some of the station's very own have been eating Maggot Munch, which has caused them to, well, as you've heard, vomit.
Whoever left out that bowl of Maggot Munch on the craft services table needs a swift kick in the cloaca.
Luckl, here you go, our first new sponsor.
Oh, thanks, Franny. This broadcast is brought to you by Mr. Preen, the soap that keeps you clean. Here we go. Mr. Preen gets you clean. Scrub, scrub, scrub in your tub. Look nice and sheen. By Mr. Preen. Available in 3 different scents: dirt, rain, and oak. Now we have a caller. Let's see who this could be. Hello, you're on with Luckl-Duckl Bird.
Hello? Am I on?
Yes, you are.
Well, I'm one of the many protesters out here today, and I cannot believe W.I.N.G has continued to broadcast their support of this deadly snack.
Well, unfortunately, it wasn't the station's fault, 'cause...
No, it was. I heard the report and understood Mr. Speck just fine.
Oh, so you speak Canary.
Nope.
But you said...
This has caused a major upset with me and my family. We loved Maggot Munch. Now we can't eat it. My little hatchlings have it every day with lunch.
But you stopped when you heard Speck's report, right?
Hey, don't tell me how to raise my hatchlings. They're just fine.
Daddy, can I stop throwing up now?
In a second, honey. Let Daddy complain about this instead of doing something.
Okay, sir, please stop feeding your hatchlings Maggot Munch. Take them to a doctor.
What did I just say? Don't tell me how to raise my hatchlings. Oh, and glad to hear you're back at W.I.N.G, Luckl. Big fan.
I'm not back at Thank you.
Luckl, here's another sponsor.
Oh, boy. Okay, we'll return with more callers, but first, a word from W.I.N.G's newest sponsor, Squirrel Alert. Squirrel Alert. It's the newest alarm system for home security. Okay, let's do this. Squirrel Alert. Don't get hurt if squirrels invade. Don't be afraid. Get yours convert to Squirrel Alert. Oh, that was bad. Next caller, hello, what's up?
Do you guys have something against squirrels?
What?
I was calling to complain about this Maggot Munch recall, but I just heard that last commercial and it offended me.
Are you a squirrel?
No.
Then shut up. Next caller.
Luckl, are you...
I'm on a roll, Franny. Get me another sponsor. Look, listeners, we're covering this Maggot Munch recall as best we can. It's a very serious issue.
Luckl, here!
But here's another zinger of a sponsor. Here we go. Salty Seagull Sensational Select Sardines. Oh, pluck me. Salty Seagulls Sensational Sardines, made in the Philippines, la-da-da-da beans, something something-ly, go buy sardines. Sweet doves above. And a mob of protesters have made their way into the booth. Franny!
Luckl, another commercial!
Oh, come on!
We're making up for lost wages and sponsorship.
I don't know what that means, but okay. Here's another sponsor. Puffin Mufflers.
Puffin Muffins.
Oh, Puffin Muffins.
Muffins made by Puffin.
Muffin Puffins?
Puffin Muffins.
Oh, boy. No more huffin', we ain't bluffin'. Look at that. Made by Puffins. Buy a box of Puffin Muffins. I don't even think that worked.
Now they're promoting eating muffins made out of puffins.
I said made by Puffins, not made of Puffins. It's Puffin Muffins from the Bagels Bakery, Franny. Franny, this is ridiculous.
Luckl, Francis is outside, well, puking.
Oh, not her, too.
Maybe she shouldn't have been eating those puffins.
For the last time, they're muffins made by Puffins. Puffins! The muffins are made by Puffins. Got it?
Well, we're here to protest Maggot Munch.
Yes, I've gathered.
The way these poor maggots are treated is disgusting. Fed nectar and then baked as a snack. Disgusting! These maggots have lives and the right to live, and I'll fight to make sure no maggot is ever harmed again.
What are you talking about? You eat worms, caterpillars, roadkill for that matter. You can't be serious.
We are serious, and from this day forward, we'll do nothing but feed on fruits, plants, and seeds. Right, everyone? Yes. Right.
Oh,
right.
Well, my doctor said I can't have any more fruits. The acid in some of them makes me swell up
That's
big
right.
time.
Jerry
Yeah,
swelled up
and
big time.
I'm allergic to basically all plant life.
That is true. No plants.
so,
No plants in this house.
I mean, I'll still eat worms.
Worms are
Worms
basic.
aren't that intelligent.
Worms are basic.
So,
Yeah.
Oh,
worms
really?
are basic. Yes.
And would you look at that? The phone lines are lighting up. Hello, you're on with Luckl.
Yeah, I'd like to make a comment.
May I ask who's calling?
Pinky, the worm.
Ah, Pinky the Worm. You know, I worked with him over at K.L.A.W.
You got those little protesters protesters over there spitting out their nonsense, saying that worms aren't intelligent.
That's true.
How about I protest them, huh? Maybe start an army of worms to take down those stupid bird brains.
Yeah, right.
And another thing.
Sorry, Pinky, hanging up now. Everyone, this is getting crazy.
You're right. The fact of the matter is that the company that makes Maggot Munch is just looking to make money off of us. They don't care about our health or well-being.
I say we take down the company.
Better yet,
Yes.
anyone that supports the company will take
Whoa,
down.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Done.
Listen
Take
to
'em down.
yourselves.
What?
The company? You realize the company is made up of a flock of birds that run it. The company you refer to is not a living, breathing thing. You can't just go around blaming the company for this and that. It's those that run it that can be the problem. And I'm not saying they are the problem. This all seems like a freak mistake made, and now you're all just hoping to find someone to blame. You're all constantly offended by every little thing. But when it comes down to having to change your ways to better the big picture, you step back and alter your answer. Sometimes you have to make sacrifices, and if you want to save the maggots from being eaten, then do something about it. Just protesting and angrily chanting isn't going to fix anything. But I don't think this is what it's really about. Some of you don't really even care about the Maggot Munch recall. Some of you weren't even affected. I'm sure some of you are in this to get some sort of publicity and tell a sob story of how you ate Maggot Munch once and how you deserve compensation because it gave you the squirts.
Hey, you can't sit there and tell me you don't believe that these birds are looking out for us. You know good and well that I have the squirts.
Oh,
because of the
shut
stuff.
up. You shouldn't worry about them looking out for you. Look out for yourselves,
My squirts?
your
My
friends,
squirts.
your families. Think for yourself.
But my
I
squirts.
think some of you are just mad. You're just mad at the way things are run. You're mad at change. You're mad at the world. This is a serious matter. Sure, it slipped through the cracks, but there's a better way to handle all of this. Think of those birds that were actually hurt by this. Think of all the other problems in the world that you could be acting against, but in doing so, you can do in a better way. Make your bird call heard for what you believe in. Actually do something about it. Talking something to death does nothing. Focus on what really matters and go out there and do it. Does that make sense? Oh, come on. Get him out. Get him out. Out you go.
What a day. Huh, Luckl?
Gizmo, what are you eating?
Maggot Munch. Why?
Have you not been paying attention to anything that's been going on today?
Oh, yeah. The Maggot Munch recall. Crazy stuff.
Then why are you eating it?
I left it out for everyone to snack on.
Gizmo, you're getting everyone sick. How much of that have you had?
A lot?
And you've not been sick?
Nope. You see, I have my catnip and then eat some Maggot Munch. Then some more catnip. And then some Maggot Munch. The catnip settles my stomach and helps with digestion.
That's it, Gizmo. Give everyone catnip. That'll settle their stomachs. Sure, it's a temporary cure, but why not?
You mean share my nip?
Maybe don't word it that way, okay? Go.
Hey, guys.
Well, listeners, I was happy that I could be here to help and be with you on this crazy journey. It was nice to return home for a spell, but I'll be on my way. So here's some tunes to get you through the rest of your day. Speck? Oh my gosh, you're back! Welcome home, buddy. Radioland, it's official. Speck is back.
I'm free! I'm back! I'm so happy.
Me too. All right, well, here's some tunes to... What is that noise? Snoring?
Hey, Luckl, everyone fell asleep. I gave them the catnip like you told me to, and well, they're out.
Is anyone vomiting?
I can't tell.
All right, just roll them over on their stomachs to be safe. Now, here's some tunes to... Oh, wait, we have one more caller. Hello, yes, you're on with Luckl.
Luckl-Duckl Bird.
Yes, you're on the air with Luckl.
This is Murray Feathertwig, one of the council members from the Bird Union Council.
Oh, Mr. Feathertwig, hello. What can we do you for?
I'm calling to inform you that you have been summoned for a trial as suspect for talking/fraternizing with humans. Accusations have been made by Miss Grizzle Ingrid of K.L.A.W.
Grizzle? Wait, can we not discuss this on the air, please?
Very well. We'll We'll be sending over your paperwork via Carrier Pigeon Express.
Thank you.
We'll see you next week for your trial, Mr. Bird. Goodbye.
Bye.
Luckl, are you okay?
Yeah. Well, listeners, here's the music I promised you. The first song is an oldie but a goodie. It's Margaret Boyd's first solo single after she departed from the duo Herb and Margaret. Here's Clipped Wings by Margaret Boyd. Enjoy. Kesmo, bring me some of that catnip.
Ooh, all of my dreams are gone. They fluttered all away. I'm left with two clipped wings. Can't fly my own way. Don't mean realistically, but metaphorically. I lie awake at night, thinking how you did me wrong. Our time together, yeah, singing our favorite song. Broken to pieces now that you are gone. You took a part of me, how can I go on? I'll spread my golden wings and aim for the sky. Not going back to you, I've said my